to your community. This is Chris 6 News in your neighborhood.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Tonight we're going to be talking about what Bertha's next move could be across the Gulf, how it might impact us here in the Coastal Bend, and the near record heat we could be facing on Wednesday. All that ahead.
Hey everyone, I'm Drew Bishop, and I was supposed to cover the latest news surrounding Inner Harbor desalination at City Council. What happened instead was a shocking turn of events. I'll tell you all about it coming up.
I'm Jada Strayer, and coming up, why Corpus Christi city leaders are taking a closer look at how future data centers could be regulated.
Thank you for joining us on Chris 6 News. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Here's a look at what we have been following across the Coastal Bend.
Hey there, good Tuesday evening to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. We're going to be tracking some near record heat for Wednesday. We almost did it today. What do? Well, we got to 99 degrees for that high temperature at CCIA. We were one off from the record that we last saw back in 2012, but it felt much hotter than that. And tomorrow we are going to be feeling like the 110s across the Coastal Bend. For context, our normal afternoon high temperature by the thermometer is 94 degrees for this time of the year. We were already 5 degrees hotter than that. Tomorrow, I think we'll push it to the century mark right here in Corpus Christi, and factoring in that humidity that is likely going to make it feel like anywhere from 110 to 114 degrees for a period of 2 hours or longer. Now, it's not a very long-lived heat wave. We'll see those temperatures come down. We could even see some rain in the forecast. Compliments of Bertha. I'll be breaking down what you need to know coming up in your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Have you ever expected a normal day at work only for your day to be flipped upside down? Hey everyone, I'm Drew Bishop, and that's what happened to me at Tuesday's City Council meeting.
I would like to make a motion with all the items 19, 20, 21, and 22 to put on the agenda for next week.
A jam-packed City Council meeting could have lasted until midnight. Instead, a motion from Eric Cantu tabled the final 4 agenda items due to the mayor's removal proceeding Wednesday morning. Council was discussing 10 potential changes to the city charter, including extending term limits and raising salaries for city council members and the mayor. The big ticket items surrounded Inner Harbor. Discussion of pursuing federal funding for the project and the Farfield environmental study will have to wait. Council will put the tabled items on Tuesday, July 28th's meeting agenda. Reporting for Chris 6 News, I'm Drew Bishop.
I'm Jada Strayer at Corpus Christi City Hall, where city leaders are taking a closer look at how data centers could be regulated as more of these large-scale projects come into South Texas. The City Council voted to direct staff to begin developing policies for future data center development within city limits. That includes looking at land use, zoning, setbacks, and infrastructure requirements before bringing recommendations back to council.
Well, I'm not against data centers because I don't know enough about it. So we need to get all the information before we go jumping the gun.
The mayor says the city also wants to make sure any future policies align with actions being taken at the state level.
Here's a look at the top headlines happening across the area. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has denied Mayor Paulette Guajardo's motion for an injunction to stay her impeachment proceedings pending an appeal. That federal court issued the ruling just 1 day before the start of a hearing for the removal of Mayor Guajardo from office. A petition for removal accuses the mayor of misconduct, malfeasance, incompetence, or willful neglect of her duties. Council members also got an update on efforts to address safety concerns at the Janet F. Hart Library located on the campus of Flower Bluff High School. In early 2025, Flower Bluff ISD notified the city that state-mandated school safety requirements required the district to secure entry points and limit public access during school hours. Today, council members were told pre-design assessment for a partition wall is 90% complete. City Manager Peter Zanoni told council that the ultimate solution would be to build a new public library. Zanoni said that may be a 2028 bond item. Rising temperatures and humidity across Texas are creating the perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. The state has seen more than 970 cases over the last 5 years. Here at home, the City County Public Health District handing out free prevention kits. You can pick one up at Driscoll Senior Center from 5 to 7 p.m. The kits include insect repellent and mosquito dunks to protect your home. The Health District will host similar giveaways at different locations across the county each day.
It's not the easy thing to do, but it's the right thing to do. That's what Councilmember Kaylin Paxton said as the council debated rate hikes for water and wastewater rates. After a lengthy debate that at times got heated, the City Council approved the rate hikes. Beginning January 1st, residential customers will see $2.48 increase in their monthly bill. For those same customers, wastewater rates are going up by $1.87 a month. That adds up to an extra $4.35 on your monthly utility bill. Rates are also going up for commercial customers. Mayor Paulette Guajardo was the only no vote. A big part of the City of Corpus Christi's budget has to do with public safety. Today, the City Council approved an ordinance that would add more than $11 million for the police department's slice of the 2027 budget pie. That money will pay for 78 existing police officers and equipment. This funding is part of the Corpus Christi Crime and Control District's budget for the 2027 fiscal year.
Support from the community is helping a grieving woman cope with an unimaginable loss. On Saturday, July 18th, Stacy Martinez lost 5 members of her family in a traffic accident near Sinton. Among those killed were Martinez's 2 aunts, uncle, a cousin, and her mother. Stacy says the community has stepped up to help her navigate through this tragedy.
Every single message that I receive gives me hope, because sometimes in the morning I wake up feeling like this is impossible to do. And every time a message comes in, every time somebody reaches out to me, that's what makes me, okay, let's get this. This is going to happen.
A benefit barbecue to help the family with funeral expenses will be held Sunday, August 2nd at the BFW Post on Ayers. The benefit begins at 11 a.m. Whataburger is adding 2 new seasonal drinks to its menu. The fast food chain just released the summer peach Whata Fresher and the peaches in cream shake. The Whata Fresher is made with real freeze-dried fruit. The shake blends peach flavor with vanilla. Prices start at $3.49. The exact cost depends on the size and obviously the location. Both drinks are only available for a limited time.
Thank you. I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and I just paid to get on a Ball Hall Pier now that the pay booth is open. So I'm gonna go talk to people who are out here fishing to see how they feel about it.
The Bob Hall Pier has been free since February. That changed Saturday when Nueces County started charging $3 to get on plus $4 per fishing pole. And not everyone was sold on the idea right away.
I mean, I feel like everywhere else is free for fishing. I usually walk outside, go to a pond and fish, so obviously, like, they're trying to charge for a reason, probably. I mean, they just built it, so you got to bring back profits somehow.
County officials previously said the fees help maintain this $17 million structure and pay for these new rod holders, which is what some anglers have been asking for since day one. They're also meant to stop the do-it-yourself rod holders that were drilled into the pier when it first opened. And we reported on that previously, and those holes are still visible today.
It's pretty worth it, like with these rod holders. It makes it like, you know, and it makes it like less crowded too. Like people don't want to, you know, pay to get on. It really opens up all the pier, and I think it's really worth it with these rod holders.
And for some out here, this pier and paying to fish on it goes back generations.
I fished on this when it was the old pier. In fact, I can go back to the old wooden pier, you know, a long time ago. And I fished out here with my dad. I brought my son out here when he was small, and he should be out here in just a minute as an adult. And I've always paid on it, and, you know, it's a good thing.
However, the smaller crowd today is exactly what some anglers hoped the fee would create.
It's definitely a better crowd. There's more active people that actually want to fish. People are coming out here to respect it. I mean, if you pay for it, you're going to get the most of it that you can.
Alexander says the change reminds him that the convenience of quality fishing spots, much like fishing itself, isn't always free.
Absolutely, it's a good idea because it goes back into it. It's just like the same thing. You got to pay for your fishing license.
Oh hey, just using those new rod holders I told you about after paying the new admission fee, but anglers tell me it's worth the price for having the pier feel like its old self again. Reporting on Padre Island, I'm Jacob Daniels, Chris 6 News.
The city of Aransas Pass has a new city manager. City council members approved the appointment of Jim Winkleman. He brings more than 25 years of experience in finance and public administration. Winkleman previously served as a city administrator and municipal judge in Comanche, Texas. He will officially take over daily city operations on August 3rd. He plans to work closely with the mayor and city council to advance local goals.
A special day honoring America's wounded veterans will also mark the opening of a new exhibit sharing their stories. I'm Michelle Hoffman with the details coming up.
We're watching Chris 6, a part of the Scripps News Group. This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Car wreck, Heil will help.
Remember that Purple Heart exhibit I told you about last year? Well, it's no longer an idea. We now know when the public can see it for the very first time. Now giving us an update is Mr. Stephen Pierce, a member of Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 598. First of all, thank you so much for being here, Stephen.
Thank you so much.
Of course, so I know you guys have been spearheading this project. Tell us where you're at today.
We're ready to open up. We've got a great event that's coming up on August 8th, and we're going to have the community come in and see a permanent installation that recognizes Purple Heart recipients, and we're very excited. What's great about this exhibit is we get an opportunity to tell Coastal Bend community members about their own community. We have people who you go to the grocery store, you go to church with, all which you may not even know that they're a Purple Heart recipient. And so this is a chance for us to tell their stories, to recognize their service and their sacrifice, because every Purple Heart recipient has given a little bit of blood, and some have given much more than that.
Can you walk me through what the design concept is going to look like?
When you go into the exhibit, there'll be basically an honor roll. So all of the Coastal Bend recipients that we can find and tell their story, we're going to have their name put on the wall. We're also going to see these really larger-than-life portraits of 5 gentlemen or women that have received a Purple Heart. And then with that, just a quick story, both in English and in Spanish. And then we'll have actually digital capability where you can scan and find out more about their story. And it also leads you to a site which will tell the story of many of the other ones that you'll see on the wall as well. The exhibit is connected to the Library of Congress, so all of the stories that we collect are going to be put on digits, and they're going to be put into a file that you can access through the exhibit, but also be filed at the Library of Congress. One of the central points of the exhibit is basically a large bronze replication of the Purple Heart. And then also we have a battlefield cross. We want the magnitude, the weight of what these veterans have done to be put into a place where they can be remembered forever.
Thank you so much, Stephen, for joining us today and for everything you guys are doing to recognize your fellow Purple Heart recipients. And folks, I'd like to re-emphasize the Purple Heart exhibit opens on Saturday, August 8th. There's actually a ceremony that starts at 10 a.m. Doors open at 9 a.m. at the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History. From the studio, I'm Michelle Hoffman with this week's Veterans in Focus.
Police in Arlington have made an arrest in a 12-year-old cold case murder. Officers arrested Mayra Velasquez last week. They have charged her with capital murder. She is currently being held without bond. Investigators say the arrest is connected to the death of Iracema Chavez. Police found Chavez dead inside her apartment in January of 2012. Detectives say they recently cracked the case using genealogy. A professional boxer is dead after a crash in Brazos County. Authorities say a driver struck and killed Hannah Rapp over the weekend. Investigators say she was riding her bike with a friend. Police say Charles Medina passed the cyclist. They say he then reversed his vehicle and hit Rapp. Police have now charged Medina with manslaughter. Rapp recently competed for a featherweight title on ESPN. Her community will hold a candlelight vigil on Wednesday night.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. A lot of talk about the latest hot topic in the tropics. That's Bertha, and the storm isn't looking very impressive. Most of the thunderstorm activity associated with Bertha throughout its duration has been over the open Gulf. So we'll be watching to see if this group of thunderstorms wants to make a guest appearance right here in the coastal bend. High pressure that's keeping us feeling the heat is going to be evaporating a lot of that. But what about the waves? Are we going to have rough conditions along the coast? Well, at this point, it looks like we're going to fare pretty good with that. As we head on into Thursday, we'll be watching because that could be when we start to see some of the highest wave action. Again, as that group of thunderstorms tries to make its way into the western Gulf, that could kick up some of the surf off our coast. Right now, it doesn't look very impressive, though. If you're trying to put a board in the water, well, you're probably going to get waves at maybe 5 feet. Doesn't look very impressive at all. We'll continue to watch how things evolve. The exact track of Bertha is going to have a lot to say about how that shakes up, including any potential for rainfall here in the coastal bend. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's talk about the immediate thing you need to know about: heat across the coastal bend. We already have heat alerts on deck for Wednesday, beginning at noon until 8 p.m. Everybody here in Orange is going to be under a heat advisory. That's when we feel as hot as 110 to 114 for 2 hours in duration, or even longer. So we need to make sure that we are staying cool, checking on the kids, the pets, the elderly. They are more susceptible to heat-related illness. Now, here's where things get interesting. Into the afternoon, those temperatures are going to be on the rise. It starts with a warm start to the morning. We'll be near the century mark in the middle of the afternoon with plenty of triple-digit heat for inland neighborhoods. That takes a while to come down. Now, on Thursday, we'll be watching to see if any showers make it in from the coast as that kind of rain blob from Bertha comes in. I think this model is getting a little ahead of itself, but we'll keep an eye on how that evolves in the coming days. Again, the track has a lot to do with it.
Hey everyone, I'm Reagan Garvin and I'm here in Woodsboro. The school year is coming and that means that Operation Supply Our Students is here. If you don't know what that is, each year KRIS 6 partners with United Way of Coastal Bend so that we can help supply our students so that they're ready for the school year. I'm here with Assistant Principal of the Year, Pete. Pete, can you tell me a little bit about what this operation means to you and to your students?
It's a great opportunity for the kids. They'll start the school year with everything they need. They won't have anything they're lacking, and they'll be confident going into their classrooms.
Absolutely. And Assistant Principal of the Year, can you tell me why it's so important that each student is prepared and ready for their first day of school?
It gives them a great start. That way they're not lacking. They're not worried about what the other kids have, and they'll be able to get going and finish the year strong.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pete. United Way of the Coastal Bend and KRIS 6 have been doing this for over 3 decades, and they help supply schools all over the Coastal Bend. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you text SOS to 91999 and you can donate. And this goes on all year round, so it doesn't stop when the school year starts. You can donate whenever, and your money will go straight to helping a student start their school year on the right foot. All right, back to you guys.
Hey everyone, I'm Larissa Liska at Whataburger Field. The Corpus Christi Hooks are back in town alongside a Coastal Bend native that is making his return. Plus, high school football fans, the Game Night South Texas live TV game schedule is out. See which teams made the lineup in sports. Hey everyone, I'm Larissa Liska at Whataburger Field. The Corpus Christi Hooks are back in town hosting the Amarillo Sod Poodles, but it's also great to see Gregory Portland grad Walker Yannick back with the Hooks. He missed over 2 months after suffering an injury, but joined them last week on the road. Yannick not in the lineup for Game 1 against Amarillo on Tuesday. However, he did find success on Saturday in San Antonio, hitting a 2-run homer over the left field wall for a 5-zip lead. The Hooks won 5-2 and ended up securing the series win. Now let's go to Game 1 against the Sod Poodles. Amarillo scores in the first, 2 runners on. Jonzel Luis hits a grounder up the middle, out at first. Drew Jones slides home for the 1-0 lead. Corpus Christi answers the bottom frame. Trevor Austin hits a liner to left center, gives Jamal Encarnacion time to sprint home. Rounds third, he ties it up at 1-1. 1 out later, strikes out the batter, but the catcher makes an error, hooks Trevor Austin on third, takes advantage, scores, and Corpus Christi seals the 2-1 lead. Now on a 2-out rally, Chase Call goes yard. He hammers a deep shot to left field over the wall. A fan catches it midair. I don't know what's more impressive, but Hooks are up 3-1. Call was just called up to Double-A last week. Game goes down to the wire, but the Hooks fall to the Saudis 7-6. Game 2 is on Wednesday at 6:35 p.m.
Despite some improvement in inflation data, consumer confidence remains near historic lows as Americans continue worrying about rising costs and economic uncertainty. Analysts say years of price spikes on everything from groceries to housing have left many families frustrated and financially vulnerable.
I think really for most American families, they have felt like the past 5 or 6 years has been a game of whack-a-mole, where when we get one price hike under control, another one pops up.
Ongoing concerns over tariffs, global conflicts, and shifting economic policy are also adding to fears about what could happen next.
I think the vast majority of families right now are really just looking for some stability. And unfortunately, over the past year and a half under this president, we've seen a roller coaster of economic policy, from foreign wars to trade wars.
Experts say consumers will likely continue watching prices closely in the months ahead, especially for necessities like food, fuel, healthcare, and housing.
Let's take a look at that extended forecast here across the coastal bend. We are going to be watching record heat. I think we'll break it tomorrow. Corpus Christi coming in with a high temperature of 101. The record to beat is 100 on the nose. And it would be our hottest temperature of the year yet. We already did that today with a 99 for Tuesday's high forecast. But Thursday, we'll be watching for maybe just a few isolated showers. It's really going to depend on what Bertha wants to do and the exact track that that storm makes. A little bit of a northerly track will dry out those thunderstorms much sooner. A little bit of a southerly track would probably bring some isolated to even scattered showers to the coastal bend. Not a whole lot to write home about, and that's our only rain chance over the next 7 days. We'll be tracking generally dry and hot weather as we head on into the weekend, and more of that sunshine coming back as we wrap up the weekend and head into your next week. That's the way things look across the coastal bend so far. You get this forecast anytime on our website, christv.com/weather.
And that's all the time we have for now. Thank you so much for watching Chris 6 News. Have a great night.